Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays at Exhibition Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bryn Smith, whose record is 1-3 with a 9.36 ERA. And pitching for the Blue Jays today is Fergie Jenkins, whose record is 4-8 with a 4.74 ERA. And so we really needed the win yesterday, but we ran into another buzzsaw, Dave Stieb, who threw a complete game shutout in his previous start against Detroit. I'm sorry, it wasn't a shutout. He gave up one run, I should say. That was this game right here, which was our live game, game 60. And then he came back and pitched against us yesterday and also threw a four-hitter, a complete game, and he was pretty much in control the whole time. We did have a ninth inning opportunity where we had the bases loaded, but unfortunately we could not come through. And that's a bit of a bummer because we are on a pretty decent streak here in June with only 37 games to go, including today's game. So we're really hoping that we can win today with Bryn Smith against the Hall of Famer Fergie Jenkins. Kind of feels like we're outgunned, but you never know. We'll take a look here and see if we can't get things rolling back on track. We're going to talk today about the great Danny Ainge, by the way, who played for the Toronto Blue Jays from 1979 to 1981. So this was his last year in the majors. And when we get a chance here in a few minutes, we'll talk about Danny Ainge's time with the Toronto Blue Jays. So here's Bryn Smith. He is pitching today. All of the bullpen is available. Our lineup, unfortunately, Ricky Henderson is listed as tired. So we're going to take him out. We're going to put in Barry Bonnell. We're going to put in Jeffrey Leonard at DH today for Reggie. Give Reggie a break. He had a rough game yesterday. And that's basically it. We are keeping Bobby Ramos in there for consecutive starts as he is the assigned catcher to Bryn Smith. And he's hitting way better than Lance Parrish anyway, even though Lance Parrish is making all the money. Okay, let's take a look at the season stats here. There we go. We're going to go ahead and do the lineup rundown. We'll look at Fergie. And then we'll talk about Danny Ainge. So, batting leadoff today and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second and DHing is Jeffrey Leonard. Batting third and in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup and at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting fifth at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting sixth and in center field is Barry Bonnell. Batting seventh in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting eighth at third base is Tommy Brookins. And batting ninth and catching today is Bobby Ramos. Here's Fergalicious, future Hall of Famer in his first season as a Blue Jay, making his 17th start as a 38-year-old. He's 5-8 with that .385 winning percentage. Boo. 4.74 ERA. He's got 67 Ks and 114 innings pitched. He's 14 Ks away from 3,000, so that's a milestone that we'll probably see here if he stays healthy. Opponents are batting .287 against him. He's got a couple of complete games, so we shall see if Fergalicious can give up a few long balls to Detroit today. Let's talk about Danny Ainge real quick. I'm sure most of you, if you are a diehard baseball fan, you know that the basketball player, Danny Ainge, he actually was drafted in the 15th round by out of Brigham Young University in 1977. And he spent 3 seasons playing for the Blue Jays in the majors from 79 to 81. And while he was a member of the Blue Jays team, he still, as an amateur in the minor leagues, he still played basketball for Brigham Young. And he scored 24.4 points a game in his senior year. And so the Blue Jays knew that there was a chance that he would play professional basketball, that he might choose professional basketball over baseball. And so what they did was they brought him up really quickly. So by 1979, 2 years after he was drafted, Ainge was their everyday third baseman. And he was not very good. Now, defensively, he was fantastic. He was right around a .977 fielding percentage as a third baseman, but he could not hit. And even in the minor leagues, he never hit over 250. So that was, really his best shot to be a major leaguer was to convince him to play every day and then not to choose basketball. But unfortunately for the Blue Jays, he was drafted by the Celtics, in which eventually they worked out a deal where the Celtics bought out the contract from the Blue Jays. And then you could say the rest is history. He went on to win 2 championships with the Celtics, played for a couple other teams, including the Phoenix Suns, and eventually became a coach and worked in the front office. So a pretty illustrious career for Danny Ainge, but he was 6'4", 175 pounds as a major leaguer. So tall and thin and not really your prototypical third baseman. So there you go, Danny Ainge. And let's go ahead and get the game going here as you saw the Blue Jays defensive alignment. Here's Sweet Lou leading off against Fergie Jenkins. Ground ball by Lou to third. No Danny Ainge in there. It's Roy Howell. 1 down. Next up is Jeffrey Leonard. And Leonard gets a base hit to left. He's getting a spot start today. He is really solid. And I was going to mention the one thing that Jeffrey Leonard has in common with Danny Ainge is that after his rookie year in baseball, Leonard and Ainge, they were both a Topps rookie, both voted to the Topps rookie team. So what that means is they both had a Gold Cup card with the Topps Gold Cup listed on it. So pretty cool. So we got Jeffrey Leonard's on first. 1 down. Here's Gibby. Gibby's slumping right now. Ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit. Leonard has to hold at second base. As you could say the center fielder, Joe Cannon, has a cannon, which is why he didn't run. So first and second, 1 down. Here is Trammell, 3 for 12 against Fergie, and also in a ginormous slump. His average down to 311. Ground ball to third. That could be 2. Nope, beats it out at second. The only play was to first base. So it's going to leave it at the JT, who leads the team and in RBIs and the American League in home runs now. And there is a long ball to left. Home run number 18. Fergie put it right in his love zone, and it's 3-0 Detroit. Great job by Thompson. He's got 62 RBIs in 69 games. And yes, he is still technically on the block. So 3-0 Detroit had the early lead. Barry Bonnell playing center field today for Ricky. And he hits a ground ball to short. And we go to the bottom half of the first. Let's go ahead and do the Blue Jays lineup rundown. Batting leadoff and in right field is Lynn Jones. Batting second at second base is Garth Orge. Batting third in left field is Al Woods. Batting cleanup and at first base is Willie Upshaw. Batting fifth and at third base is Roy Howell. Batting sixth and catching is Ernie Witt. Batting seventh and at DH is Tim Corcoran. Batting eighth and at shortstop is Steve Davis. And batting ninth in center field is Joe Cannon. Bryn Smith. Oh man, this guy. We're giving him more and more opportunities here, and he's kind of coming around slowly as this is his seventh start as a Tiger. 1-3 since coming over from Montreal. He's got that 9 ERA, given up 24 earned runs in 24 innings pitched, but he has pitched better since we gave him Bobby Ramos as his personal catcher. More walks than Ks. Opponents are batting .368. Look at his log. He only went 3 innings in his last start, but he did have 2 quality starts in a row before that. So we'll see here if Bryn Smith can take care of the last place Toronto Blue Jays. There's a defensive alignment for the Tigers today. And Lynn Jones leads off against Bryn Smith. Smith strikes out Jones. Smith and Jones. Very common names, right? Next up is Garth Orge hitting a lazy fly ball into left center field. 2 down. It's going to leave it up to Al Woods, one of 5 lefties in a row, and he slams it down the left field line all the way to the wall. He's got himself an easy double. So runner on second for Willie Upshaw. Upshaw, line drive to center. Bunnell should catch it. He does, and that is the 3rd out. So we go to the top of the second. 3-0 Detroit. Here is Gary Hancock leading off. Gary pops it up on the infield. Shortstop Davis should have it. He does. 1 down. That'll bring up Tom Brookins. Tom Brookins, 1 for 7 with a home run against Jenkins, and he hits it into center field. 340 feet, but it's caught by Cannon. 2 down. And Bobby Ramos, let's take a look. Let's admire Bobby Ramos just for a second. Oops. There we go. 22 for 44, 5 extra base hits, more walks than strikeouts, lay down a sack, and his OPS is almost 1,200. Pretty good, very clutch, but today we just need him to be a good catcher for Bryn Smith, as I thought he had a base hit flying out to right field for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the second. Here's Roy Howell. Had a team-leading 12th home run against the Tigers yesterday, and here's an infield hit. That's the long and the short of it with the home run yesterday and the infield single there. Next up is Ernie Witt. Oh, no. Smith walks Witt. So this could be a double play opportunity, though. A lot of slow base runners, and Tim Corcoran, below average speed himself. He hits a fly ball into right center field, I should say. Not very deep. Caught by Hancock, and no one could tag up, so there's 1 down. Steve Davis up next. Ground ball. Oh, man, on the turf, it gets past Whitaker, and the bases are loaded now for the number 9 hitter, Joe Cannon. This is the first time we've seen him this year. It looks like he's mostly a backup, getting an opportunity to play, center field today? He's got a 63 out there. Right field is his normal position. He's not good anywhere but right field, and he shouldn't be playing anywhere else. But maybe they know something we don't. Base is loaded for Joe Cannon. Line drive right to Whitaker at second, and they turn 2 as they double off Ernie Witt. And we get out of a jam. Good job by the D. We go to the top of the 3rd. 3-0. Here is Sweet Lou leading off the inning. A ground ball right back to Fergie. 1 down. Jeffrey Leonard got it all started with the base hit. Here he strikes out swinging. That's 1 strikeout for Jenkins. 13 away from 3,000, if you're keeping track at home. And then Gibby grounds out to second base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Lynn Jones leading off. Rips it to left. Caught by Gibby. There's 1 down. Next up is Garth Orge. Orge pulls it to left as well. And Gibson camps under it for the 2nd out. 2 easy outs for Gibby. Here comes that slew of lefties. And another hit by Al Woods down the left field line. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Next up, Willie Upshaw, batting .242. And Woods was going on that pitch, down 3 runs, and Ramos throws him out. I didn't see. What is Woods' speed? below average. It must be a missed hit and run or something. I don't know. But we'll take the easy out, and we go to the top of the fourth. 3-0. Trammell leading off. Average is down to 310. Scratch that. 308 now as he pops out down the right field line. 309. I rounded up. Okay, and then one down. Here's JT. Thompson's got he's got 4 for 10, 4 home runs against Fergie. So somebody's got someone's number. Ground ball to first. And really, since that home run, Fergie set him down in order. So we need to get something kind of going here against Fergalicious. And that's going to be the end of the fourth as Bunnell grounds out to short. We go to the bottom half. Here is Willie Upshaw leading off. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Runner on first. Next up is Roy Howell. Oh, nuts. That's into the left center field gap. Off the wall. Upshaw holds it third. Makes sense. Down 3 runs. It's going to bring up Ernie Witt. He's batting under 200 versus righties. Oh, wow. 174 overall. Ground ball to short. That's going to score a run. Howell holds. And it's 3-1 Detroit. So Toronto's on the board. Here is Tim Corcoran. Smith hangs one to Timmy. A palm ball. 71 miles an hour. He got all of that one as he popped it up down the first base line. Caught by the second baseman, actually. So 2 down. Here is Steve Davis. Ground ball right back to Bryn Smith. And that is the 3rd out. So the Blue Jays get on the board. Close it to 2. It's 3-1. Finally, there's a base hit as Gary Hancock pulls it through the right side of the infield for a base hit. It's going to bring up Tommy Brookins. Let's lay down a bunt here. Let's move Hancock into scoring position. Oh, come on. We can't do anything right when it comes to moving runners along. So now we're going to have to try to steal with Brookins, who has been bad at that. He's got 3 stolen bases. He's 3 out of 8. Even with that 94 speed, technically the fastest runner on the team. But we're up 2 runs, so we'll take a chance here on the curveball. And Brookins does steal second base. So stolen base number 4 on this season. Let's see if Bobby Ramos can drive him in. Ground ball. Oh, man, to short. Brookins holds. And Ramos is 0 for 2. And thus begins the slump for Ramos. Whitaker walks, though, so it's first and second for Jay Leonard. And with 2 outs, he slices it into right field. Brookins scores easy. Whitaker takes 3rd, and that's an RBI single for Leonard. So it's 4-1. We need a big hit here from Kirk Gibson. Let's just put this game away now. Another walk. The second walk of the game for Jenkins. Now here's the guy you want up. This is the guy that's hurting right now. We need a big hit. He's due. He's overdue. Infield single to 3rd. We'll take it as an RBI. That's going to help Trammell get off the schneid. And it's 5-1. That's going to bring up Thompson with the bases loaded. He's already had a 3-run jack today. Oh, nuts. Is that another infield single? Oh, another one. Now, if this was happening to me, you know I'd be swearing up a storm. But, back-to-back infield single RBIs. We'll take it. And then Barry Bunnell does what a Bunnell does, and then he grounds out to second. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We put our second 3 spot on the board. It's 6-1. Number 9 hitter, Joe Cannon, will lead off. And he pops it up right on the first base chalk line. There's 1 down. So I don't remember, with AstroTurf, did they use chalk for the lines, or were they already just painted on? right? I think it's probably painted. One down. Here's Lynn Jones. And Jonesy gets a base hit to right. 7th hit for the Blue Jays. Let's turn 2 here, team. Let's get this over with before we go to the lefties. Oh, man. Bryn Smith walks Garth Orge, a .248 hitter, has no power. And now we've got the lefties coming up. So this is one of those where we are going to keep a serious eye on this. Woods lines out to left. Jones does tag up and takes third. That's 2 down. It's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Willie Upshaw, and Upshaw takes a strike 3 looking. Great job by Smith getting out of that jam. We go to the 6th. That might be it for Smith, with the lefties coming up, 3 in a row anyway. So we'll consider that here momentarily, while we let Gary Hancock lead off the 6th. Take a look and see who is the player of the game so far. I think we have to give it to JT. 2 for 3 with that 3-run Jimmy Jack. Hancock has a hit today. And here he grounds back to the pitcher. There's 1 down. Here's Tommy Boy grounding out to Orge at second. And Bobby Ramos is hitless today. Oh, and he strikes out on an outside pitch. I guess it was on the corner of the plate. That's the 3rd strikeout for Fergie Jenkins. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Okay, it's 6-1. We have a 5-run lead, and Smith is only at 68 pitches. So let's see what we can do here. Ground ball, snared by Whitaker, and he tosses out Roy Howell. There's 1 down. Next up is Ernie Witt, and Smith strikes out Witt. 3 Ks now for Smith. It's going to leave it up to Tim Corcoran, and Corcoran strikes out. Holy cow. Who is this pitcher? We're going to the top of the 7th. Sweet Lou leading off against Fergie Jenkins. Whitaker now 0 for 3 with the ground out to short. Next up is Jeffrey Leonard. He's 2 for 3 with a ribby. Make it 3 for 4. And we might need to get Leonard in the lineup more. That's his 3rd hit, this time to right field. And now we've got Gibby. He's 1 for 2 with a walk today. He goes to 3rd with that one. They cannot turn 2. Gibby was hustling down the line. So Gibson is on first for Trammell. Trammell had that infield single RBI. Oh, there we go. That is a dong into the left outfield bleachers. And how many homers is that for Tram? Number 13 on the season. He's breaking out of his slump in a big way. And that's going to do it for the future Hall of Famer, Fergie Jenkins. They're going to bring in a rookie, Don Gordon. I don't even have a card for him. He is making his 4th appearance, and he has been lit up like the 4th of July. 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .278. And he is going to have to face Jason Thompson, who's 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs today. And Gordon wins that matchup as Thompson flies out to right field. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 8-1 Detroit. Steve Davis will lead off the inning. Ground ball to first. There's 1 down. Next up is Joe Cannon. Cannon ground ball to second. He's 0 for 3 on the day now. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Lynn Jones. Oh, walks Jones. That's ball 4. Jones is on first. That's his 3rd walk of the day. This is the last batter for Smith either way. And Smith gets Orge to pop out to center. caught by Bunnell for the third out. So a great performance by Bryn Smith. Kind of unexpected. We'll take it, though. Here's Barry Bunnell leading off the eighth. 0 for 3 today. Ground ball to short, 1 down. It's going to bring up Gary Hancock. He's got a base hit today. There's another hit, this time to left. 2 for 4 for Gary. Next up is Tommy Brookins, base hit. This time to left field, and he's first and second with 1 out. And here's a guy that is way due for a big hit today. It's Bobby Ramos. Oh no, ground ball to first. Ramos beats it out. They go to second and get the speedy Brookins. But Ramos running down the line as hard as a catcher can go. It's going to bring it back to Sweet Lou, and Lou pops it up right on the third base line for the final out of the eighth. So we go to the bottom half. Good job by Smith. 96 pitches today. He lowers his ERA to under 8. I believe that is the longest he's pitched in any game. Yeah, so good job by him. And we're going to bring in a lefty. We're going to bring in Tom Underwood, who has been pretty solid. He gets lefties out, really well. 151, 11 strikeouts against 60 batters. So that's pretty solid. I should set it up for maybe Hume. Oh, there we go. I jinxed him as Woods gets a base hit in the center field. It's going to bring up Willie Upshaw, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout against Underwood in his career. Only batting 100 this year. And there's another hit. Come on. This is dumb. First and second. There's another lefty. It's Roy Howell. Ground ball to third. That could be 2. It is. Good job. Go around the horn for the double play. Here is the lefty catcher, Ernie Witt, batting 130. Ground ball. Trammell makes the play. Yes. Okay. So a great job there by Underwood after he gave up 2 hits to start off the inning. We go to the ninth. Still 8-1. Jeffrey Leonard. 3 for 4 today. If it wasn't for Thompson and his 4 RBIs, he would be the player of the game candidate, as he strikes out looking very suspect right there on the corner. So 1 down. Here's Gibson. There's a walk. Gibson gets his second walk of the game. It's going to bring up Trammell. Trammell 2 for 4. 3 RBIs of his own, I think. Ground ball to third. Oh, and he hits it a double play. And that might do it for the Tigers today. We go to the bottom half of the ninth. We got 2 lefties and a righty. Okay, so we're going to bring in a lefty junker. We're going to bring in a Keith Comstock, who has been bad. He has been bad. Opponents are batting .233 against him as far as lefties go. But overall, we'll take a look here. And he has been really struggling overall. So let's see what he does here in the ninth. Tim Corcoran leads off, hits a ground ball right back to Comstock. There's 1 down. Number 8 hitter, Steve Davis, ground ball to short. We're down to our final out. Joe Cannon. No hits on the day, 125 overall versus lefties. Oh, you son of a jerk. Base hit into center field, and Cannon's got some speed. We'll see here. Lynn Jones batting .339 versus lefties. Oh, Comstock paints the corner on that curveball. And the Tigers win 8-1. We needed that victory as we head home now to face the Red Sox. The first place Red Sox. There is a trade offer. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, the White Sox. Okay, so first of all, from a money perspective, we would save some money here, which is good. We will be getting back a 29-year-old Jerry Hairston, who is not necessary because he plays second base, and we have Whitaker, who we just signed to a long-term deal. And then there's Marv Foley, who can only play catcher, really. And he does walk a lot, which is nice, but, I mean, that's not what you really need from a catcher. And we have Parrish, and we have Bobby Ramos, who might be coming back down to earth. So that's not good enough. We're going to say no. Thanks, but no thanks. Let's pull up the transactions. Rick Wise hit a milestone. He got his 200th win for the Padres. Let's look at his career. He was playing since 1964 when he was 18 years old. That's an interesting story that I might look up, and we might talk a little bit about that in the future. And then we have a couple injuries, including John Matlack, out for a couple days for the Sox. His big free agent contract. I think he was the biggest offseason signing. We got Rennie Martin of the Royals out for a month, the rest of the season almost. And Pat Kelly, the right fielder from the Baltimore Orioles team, has retired. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. We only can keep pace with Baltimore. Boston is in second place now. 4-6 in their last 10. So we're going to have our 9, 1, and 2 starters in the rotation going. Oh, I guess it's 9 and 1. Technically. Let's pull up the box score and get out here. Thanks for watching. Like and or subscribe. Hit the little like button. That's nice if you do that. It makes me feel good. It gives me warm and fuzzies. Who is the player of the game? It's got to be Jason Thompson, right? I mean, Trammell tried hard. Jay Leonard was great as well. Bryn Smith also really deserves a lot of recognition today. But JT almost single-handedly won the game. So he hit his 18th home run of the year. Trammell hit his 13th. Bryn Smith goes to 2-3, going 7 innings with 96 pitches. Bullpen was okay. And a couple of doubles. Fergie Jenkins takes the loss. He's 5-9. That's it. Thanks for watching. We're heading back to Detroit to face the Red Sox. Until tomorrow, everyone, have a great night.